I am happy to see you, Captain. You have been absent for more than 50 years. Your vessel has since deteriorated somewhat.
Do you think it's seaworthy?
No, Captain, for 3 reasons. Firstly, a tremor has partially blocked the entrance to the cave in which we are anchored. Secondly, rust has eaten through the steering cables. Finally, all available energy is powering the shield isolating your island.
I want you to deactivate the shield.
With all due respect, your order contradicts your previous instructions. I can only obey if you confirm your identity.
How?
My sensory identification circuits are damaged. Consequently, I must follow the procedure that you put in place and ask you a series of questions. Correct answers will prove that you are the captain. If you fail, it will prove that you are not Captain Nemo, but an imposter. In this case, I will have no choice but to eliminate you. As you wish, Captain, but until you agree to the test, I cannot obey your order.
The man's face seems familiar. It could be Captain Nemo when he was young. He looks happy in the painting. As for the woman, where have I seen her face before? Deactivate the shield that's cutting us off.
I can only obey if you prove your identity by answering my questions. As you wish.
Captain Nemo's very own notebook.
I enjoyed Mr. Verne's novel. The portrait that he paints of me is clear and frank, but always respectful. Mr. Verne would like to see me return to society, but that will never happen. My intention is to finish my life in this solitude, my only confidant being this sheet of paper. Ever since that day when the English massacred those dearest to me, I have fled the world. My wounds are too deep to ever heal. To protect my retreat, I have set up a shield generator aboard my vessel. This powerful machine produces a sound at regular intervals that can be heard throughout the island. In principle, no material object may cross my shield, which also prevents any transmissions to the outside world. In practice, my generator is affected by stormy weather. Such moments are brief but sufficient to allow access to a swimmer or small craft. Although very few people venture into this part of the Pacific, I cannot exclude the possibility of pirates one day setting foot on my island. I have therefore set a few traps and turned my steel servants to aggressive mode. They will hunt down any unauthorized person attempting to gain access to the Nautilus.
It's The Mysterious Island, a book by Jules Verne. A first edition. Passages have been underlined in pencil. They tell of the island being completely destroyed in a volcanic eruption. A letter addressed to Captain Nemo by the writer Jules Verne.
Captain, please find herewith the final version of the work, inspired by the notes from our mutual friends, Gideon Spilett, Cyrus Smith, and their companions. From their balloon crash to their fight with the pirates, their adventure provided me with all the material that a novelist could dream of. The way that you helped them without revealing your presence is fascinating, thereby protecting your solitude without neglecting your duties of hospitality. After several years, however, you decided to reveal your presence to them. Your trust was justified, as the castaways, upon returning to civilization, were determined not to reveal the location or even the very existence of your island. In recording their story, I also found myself bound to maintain the utmost discretion. To preserve your tranquility, I have altered the end of their account. My book tells of your scuppering the Nautilus and disappearing with it. Better still, shortly after, I invented a terrible eruption that completely destroyed Lincoln Island. The world will therefore believe you dead and your retreat destroyed. I do wish, however, that you will tire of the solitude and return to society, whereby the world will benefit immensely from your wealth of knowledge. On that note, I bid you farewell, your sincere and respectful admirer, Jules Verne.
Deactivate the shield that's cutting us off.
I can only obey if you prove your identity by answering my questions. Here is the first riddle that you must solve. The respected master of the greatest conqueror penned this treatise. You alone have read the pages of this completed work, thought lost for ages. Solve this riddle, Captain, the respected master of the greatest conqueror, and this treatise. You alone have read the pages of this completed work, thought lost for ages. You have chosen an object. Is that your answer?
The book referred to in the riddle is Aristotle's Poetics, or more precisely, the full translation, including the chapters that were thought lost since the Middle Ages. Aristotle is called the master of the greatest conqueror because he was Alexander the Great's private tutor.
Correct answer, Captain. Here is the next riddle. On a wine-red case, it lies supreme. Its dark color, the finest I've seen. Of all the pearls, it is the queen. You have chosen an object. Is that your answer?
It's the giant black pearl, lying on a case as red as wine.
Correct answer, Captain. Here is the next riddle. Your most treasured belonging, all told, is worth more than its weight in gold. You have chosen an object. Is that your answer?
This painting is priceless because it captures a treasured moment of happiness.
Correct answer, Captain. Here is the next riddle. This miraculous device, a precious ally, follows the sun with its single eye, helping lost sailors home and dry. You have chosen an object. Is that your answer?
It's the sextant. This instrument gives the latitude by measuring the height of the sun above the horizon. It contains a lens, which the riddle refers to as a single eye.
Correct answer, Captain. Here is the next riddle. Of all the creatures adorning the walls, the one that is fastest has a nose like a sword. You have chosen an object. Is that your answer?
It's the swordfish, capable of swimming at 50 miles per hour.
Correct answer, Captain. Here is the next riddle. What correspondence from so far away can shed some light on a captain's fate? The astrolabe and boussole, ships of such pride, ran onto coral, this captain's last ride. You have chosen. You have made a mistake. Be careful, Captain. The procedure does not allow for more than one mistake. Here is the next riddle. Rising from the water, with her large eyes, this pretty damsel has 4 wings to fly. You have chosen an object. Is that your answer?
The damselfly is one of the names given to the dragonfly. The larva of this insect lives in water. You could therefore say that it rises from water.
Correct answer, Captain. Here is the next riddle. When time and distance are measured together, knowledge of the place will be revealed to us. You have chosen an object. Is that?
It's the chronometer. Armed with this handy instrument, you can calculate the time difference to give the longitude of your current location. You can therefore use the chronometer to measure distances based on a simple time measurement.
Correct answer, Captain. You have passed the test, Captain. Any doubts I may have had about your identity have been resolved. I shall obey your orders.
Immediately deactivate the shield cutting us off from the outside world.
Yes, Captain.
Mom? You can hear me! Yes, Mom. Me too. Sure, but listen to me first. Make a note of my position. Did you get it? Yes, the island's big. I'm on the east coast. I'll light a fire for the rescue services.